Hey guys, what's up? My name's Jake, I'm the videographer for Practical Photography, and today we're going to be taking a look at the ZHIYUN-TECH Crane V2, a 3-axis motorised gimbal which enhances the stability of your camera when shooting video. Now, there are a number of approaches that you can take in order to remove unwanted camera movement or to just generally stabilise your camera a bit more when shooting video. Pieces of equipment such as Steadicams and glide cams utilise balancing, weighting and centre of gravity in order to stabilise your camera. An electronic gimbal such as the ZHIYUN Crane V2 uses electronic motors in order to keep your camera still and stable in a variety of different shooting situations.
The Crane V2 is one of the latest models in the Crane series, very recently being succeeded by the ZHIYUN Crane 2, which features electronic follow focus and can support heavier payloads amongst more. Before we go on, let's take a look at some of the shots I've captured with this piece of kit since getting my hands on it.
Now, whilst I've been using the Crane primarily with the Sony A7S and the Panasonic GH4, the unit itself can support payloads of up to 1800 grams, making it suitable for both mirrorless and DSLR cameras. The unit itself is 950 grams, which is pretty reasonable, and I've found that when I've been on all-day shoots, I can continuously hold and operate the unit without feeling too tired or feeling too uncomfortable.
The actual design and functionality of the Crane is also very impressive. It's a small unit which can fit inside a backpack or strap onto the side, making it very useful for on-the-fly run and gun shooting. The unit comes with two 26500 batteries, which boast a 12 to 18 hour runtime, which fits snugly into the grip of the Crane itself. The Crane is controlled using an easy-to-use operation panel, which features a joystick to control and move the various axes, a power button and a mode button. Another great little feature is the screw thread on the bottom of the unit, allowing you to mount a variety of different accessories. As you can see, I have taken the precautions of taping some of the contact points to eliminate wear and tear, as it does tend to get knocked around a little bit during transportation. The Crane is super quick and easy to set up. Whilst I won't go into great detail here, all it takes is some slight adjusting of the various axes to make the camera sit central, and the Crane does the rest of the work for you. The Crane has 5 different operating modes. Mode 1 is the pan follow mode. This is the default mode when you power the unit up. It's going to follow your movements from left to right on the pan axis, but locks the tilt axis in place so it won't move up or down. Mode 2 is locked mode, accessed by pressing the mode button once. Here, both the pan axis and the tilt axis are locked, so the camera stays locked in position. Mode 3 is pan tilt follow, accessed by double tapping the mode button. This will allow you to operate both the pan and tilt axis simultaneously. Mode 4 is selfie mode, accessed by triple tapping the mode button. This is pretty similar to mode 1, except it flips the unit round 180 degrees, allowing you to film yourself. Awesome for vlogging. Mode 5 is dead mode, accessed by holding down the mode button. Here, you can disable all the axes, making the unit completely inactive while still being powered up.
Now, like with many stabilisation systems, there are certain techniques that you need to adopt in order to get the most effective use out of your gimbal. Footwork comes into play a lot in this regard, and the sleeker that you physically move with the gimbal, the better that your end results will be. Take a look at these examples.
Here, there is no technique in my footwork or how I'm holding the unit. See how jerky the footage is? Now, watch as I bend my knees a little and stabilise my arms as much as possible to absorb movement produced from walking or running with the unit. The footage is much smoother.
Overall, the value for money on this piece of equipment is phenomenal. It's petite enough for me to hike around national parks or film in busy city centres, and it's so quick and easy to get effective stabilised footage in a really run and gun situation. There's no fiddling around like you would on a glide cam, and if you get yourself a quick release plate, it's even easier to take the camera off and put it back on the unit with minimal readjusting. I hope you found this video useful. I'll catch you next time.